Good morning, and welcome to Longevix Hub. Before we begin, I want to share something that may completely change the way you think about growing older. For decades, many older adults have been told that aging naturally means slowing down, accepting physical decline, and expecting less from their bodies and minds each year. While aging does bring changes, modern scientific research is revealing a far more hopeful reality. Many of the habits that allow people to remain energetic, mentally sharp, and physically independent well into their late 70s, 80s, and beyond are surprisingly simple. The problem is that these powerful daily practices are rarely emphasized during routine medical visits, and over time, many people quietly stop doing them without realizing the long-term consequences. Here at Longevix Hub, we've spent years studying the latest findings on healthy aging and the everyday behaviors that truly make a difference. Again and again, one pattern stands out. The older adults who continue driving themselves, caring for their homes, enjoying hobbies, remembering important family moments, and living independently are not relying on miracle supplements or expensive treatments. Instead, they consistently practice a handful of daily habits that strengthen both the body and the mind. This idea is supported by impressive scientific evidence. One long-term study conducted by the Stanford Center on Longevity followed more than 4,200 adults between the ages of 70 and 90 over a period of 12 years. Researchers discovered that individuals who consistently maintained at least 4 key healthy habits were about 61% less likely to experience rapid functional decline. In simple terms, they were far more likely to remain independent, active, and capable of handling everyday life without needing extensive assistance. Think about what that number really means. Remaining independent isn't only about avoiding illness. It's about continuing to make your own choices, enjoying your routines, visiting friends and family when you want, taking care of your home. Number one is daily purposeful cognitive challenge. And this is the habit that surprises many people the most. When most people think about protecting their brain as they age, they often think about simple activities like crossword puzzles, watching educational programs, or reading. These activities can certainly be beneficial, but the most powerful form of brain training goes deeper. It involves regularly challenging yourself to learn something new, something that requires focus, effort, curiosity, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. As we grow older, the brain naturally becomes more comfortable with familiar routines. It becomes highly efficient at performing the tasks it already knows. But this efficiency can sometimes reduce the amount of stimulation needed to create new connections. This is where purposeful learning becomes so important. Your brain, just like your muscles, responds to challenge. When you ask it to understand a new skill, process unfamiliar information, or solve new problems, you encourage it to adapt and strengthen. Scientists call this ability neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable capacity to reorganize itself by creating and strengthening connections between brain cells. Although neuroplasticity may become slower with age, it does not disappear. The brain continues to have the ability to grow, adapt, and improve well into the later decades of life when it receives the right type of stimulation. Research following older adults has found that those who regularly participate in mentally demanding activities often maintain better memory, stronger problem-solving abilities, and greater cognitive resilience. These individuals are building what researchers call cognitive reserve, which acts like a protective backup system for the brain. A stronger cognitive reserve allows the brain to better handle age-related changes and continue functioning effectively for longer. The most beneficial activities are those that require active participation. Learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, practicing painting, studying history, mastering technology, writing, cooking unfamiliar recipes, or developing a new hobby all require your brain to create new pathways. The goal is not perfection. The goal is engagement. The moments when something feels challenging are often the moments when your brain